Oh shit! The only thing Neo understands is eat. Period. Power, eating. That's it. Anyway, this is my man named Don Slime. He's all over Ichiru's ass. He's like, man, get your fucking weight up. Get your fucking weight up. He said, he said, I used to be the strongest being in the universe, and I used to be the king of the universe, and now you're gonna fuck this up. You're gonna fuck this up for me. He's trying to get back in shape. He's trying to get back to his former glory, and all he needs is for Ichiru to get his weight up, start eating some good shit. And he said, you could be the strongest one. He said, out of Acacia, Jiro, Midora, and you, he said, you got the most potential. He said, but you got to stop eating that bullshit. He's eating all generic stuff. Instead of eating Fruit Loops, he's eating roll-arounds and shit like that. Instead of Frosted Flakes, what is eating those things? What's they called? Frosty Flakes? Not Frosted Flakes, it's Frosty Flakes. He's eating that bullshit. Now he's got to get his weight up. Now, anyway, he's arguing with Neo, or basically he's lecturing Neo about his host. He said, you got Acacia, which is a very good host. He said, but do you really think he's the best host? And he starts going into his backstory about how, Ichiru, is trying to explain why Ichiru is better. Anyway, Ichiru, he's eating some fucked up damn jelly beans, the jelly belly beans, or the jelly belly jelly beans. It's 40 different flavors, but they still bullshit. Now, Don Slime jumped all over him. He said, don't you know that has red dye food? What's the red dye number 5 in it? He said it's got high fructose corn syrup, tons of fucking sugar, and a whole bunch of bullshit. And he says he said ain't no nutrition in them damn beans. And Ichiru kept saying, but these beans have so much potential to help people. So that's why I eat them. Eating Boston baked beans and bullshit like that. He said those aren't even real peanuts in there. You might as well be eating peanuts, because those aren't real peanuts. Okay? But anyway, they did have a decent taste to them. You know, so he ate them. Anyway, Neo comes out, and what's his name? Don Slime, he said, let's have a little chit chat. Let's talk turkey. And then goes back into his backstory. And he tells Ichiru, he says, you didn't know. He said, I'm the strongest motherfucker that ever existed. He said, you eat the right shit, man, you'll be on top of the fucking world. He said, all you gotta do is follow what I say. And Ichiru was just like, who gives a fuck? He said, I got my own way. He said, I got my own shit. I'm on my own grind. I do this shit on my own time. He said, I got my own rhymes. Now, anyway, Don Slime still all over his ass. He said, yo, I'm trying to tell you, if you just stop eating the bullshit, you hit the gym a little bit, he said, you will be the strongest thing ever. And eating is important. It is. You got to eat to stay alive. Ichiru says, no, I'm pretty much Naruto. I got my own ninja way. That's basically what he was saying. Now, it turns from that, from Don Slime, just yelling at his ass, trying to get him to do certain things, because he sees the potential in Ichiru. But his potential, he's thinking in terms of power and food. But that's what Toriko is all about. I'm thinking that it's somewhat like evolution. It starts off with the creatures just trying to eat and survive. That's it. Get stronger, eat, survive, gain power. That's it. There's nothing else. Good or bad really doesn't really exist. But in that sense, food took over so much that's all they think about. Food, power. That's about it. It's not really much else. But at this point, Ichiru's like on the cutting edge of evolution. He sees something more than food. He said, I can help other people. I can, he's on some bullshit ass sorry sob story ass emotional level. So that's what he sees. He says, with food, I can help other people. Some shit like that. Now, Don Slime says he didn't have a name. Not too sure if he really meant that literally, like he's never had a name ever before. I would think that if he was the king of the universe, they would call him something, But Ichiru said, "I'll give you a name, Don Slime. I mean Slime." He said, "Because he looked like slime." Now Don Slime is pretty much pissed. He's like, "Fuck." He said, "Okay, what's slime? Shit, I'm fucking master of the universe. Who the fuck you think you talking to?" He said, "I slap the shit out you." Then he said, "If you call me slime one more time, I'm gonna slap the dog shit out of you." Ichiru says, "Okay, being that you're a king, we'll call you Don Slime." He said, "How's that sound?" He's like, I guess. He said, "Fuck it, just so you can, you that way you'll have some type of way of referring to me. Go ahead." And it turns out Don Slime, Ichiru got his name from Don Slime. Acacia named Ichiru based off what Don Slime has said. So Acacia really named him, but he got the name from Don Slime. That's what it looks like. That's what I read. Anyway, they start getting tight, becoming friends. Now Neo is talking to Don Slime, and he's telling him about, okay, Acacia has power, but Ichiru has something he'll never have. He said, "My host actually talked turkey with me." He said, "We actually became a team. They were friends. They were genuine friends." He said, "You're just in control of a motherfucker. You just want a body." He said, "People don't respect you. People don't give a fuck about you. They just fear you. That's it. That's all you have." Don Slime has respect. He got admiration. He got actual real friendship. Motherfuckers really depend on him. That's not what Neo has, and that's what he's trying to explain to him. Anyway, this part was funny as hell. Don Slime comes back to Ichiru and says, "Yo, I got some shit I've been working on for the last." He's like Brain from Pinky and the Brain. He said, "I'm planning to take over the world. Want to help out?" He said, "I got something going on in Blue Grill." So he's going in and outside of not in and out, but he's in Ichiru, but he's outside Ichiru at the same time doing shit. He's planning stuff that Ichiru doesn't even know about. That shit was funny. He said, "Look at this. We're gonna become super strong." He's cooking the full course down in Blue Grill. That's what he was talking about. He's got slaves getting killed and shit for it too. Don Slime's a beast. He said, "Check this out. I'm cooking this shit up." He said, "You'll be able to go full power when you eat this food." And Ichiru was like, "Nah, I got some hairy balls I'm gonna eat." He pulled out some ingredients. Look like coconuts or whatever, but they look like hairy balls. And he said, they don't taste all that good, but they don't taste bad either. He said, "I just want people to respect it." But I'm thinking that maybe it's easy to farm that type of food and easy to produce so you can feed more people. That's what he was worried about, other people eating. He wasn't just worried about him eating the best food, as long as some people can get something. You can't get everybody paired. That everybody's not going to be able to eat that like that. But you can get everybody some bullshit to eat. They can still be alive, and the stuff he's getting isn't bad. They don't taste bad. It's just not the greatest. Don Stein trying to figure out why is he trying to help other people and not just help himself. He said, "You can get strong as hell. You don't have to help other people eat." Anyway, years pass again. Ichiru's old, and Don Slime's still talking about it. He says, "Yo, Area 6. He said, "I got some good shit going on." He said, "We already got air. We got air ready, pair ready." He said, "When you want to get down?" And Ichiru says, "I'm still on my same grind." And Don Slime basically says, "Your life is so short." He's talking about humans. Their lives are so short. He said, "How can you waste it on helping others?" And that's when it dawned on him. It dawned on the Don. He said, "Damn." He said, "I am living life to the full." Don Slime, remember, he's a gourmet cell devil. He's been just eating and gaining power for millennia. That's more than millennia. For billions of years. Something like that, at least millions. No, it's been billions. For that long. That's all he knows. So when someone comes to him with something that's not selfish, like selflessness, like Ichiru does, and still be able to, he still eats, he's still strong, he's still powerful, he's still all of the above. That threw him for a loop. He said, "I can help people." He says, "The way I'm living is the best way to live for him." Don Slime says, "You can use your short amount of time, because you only have a short amount of time, to gain as much power as possible. He said, or I can use it to help as many people as possible. And Don Slime sort of sees it at that point. He's like, damn. He said, these beings aren't as bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, he started getting used to being around Ichiru and shit like that. And Ichiru actually has interest in Don Slime. Don Slime says, damn, somebody actually cares about me. He said, this shit is just like eating food. He says it's food for the heart, basically. It's like soul food from the movie Soul Food, from the soundtrack Soul Food. You know, Boys to Men sung that song Soul Food. Loving you is like food for my soul or some shit like that. I think that's the lyrics. I guess that's what they're talking about. Basically, they're Boys to Men. Anyway, Neo turns his face into Acacia. He says, you're fucking weak. Because this is the way that Don Slime was back in the day. He wasn't bad like Neo is bad. Because Neo, I don't really think is bad. I think he just is. He just is. He's like Galactus. He does what he needs to do. He's not really thinking about that. All he thinks is eat and get stronger. He says that Don Slime is weak. He says if you keep eating, you'll get stronger. That's the only thing that's important. That's what it's all about. I mean, he does have a point. Don Slime, at the end of Ichiru's life, he says, yo, you can beat this motherfucking Midora. All you got to do is use your gourmet cells. Ichiru was trying to make a point to Midora by sacrificing himself. I don't think he literally went to sacrifice himself. And what I mean by that is, I think if he could have stayed alive, he would. You know, I just don't think he could have beat Midora without using his gourmet cells. That's what I think happened. I think he actually fought him. I think he didn't fight him all out in the sense that he was trying to kill him, but he fought him all out in the sense that he was using his full power just for defense or something like that. And obviously, he can't beat Midora like that. Midora's pretty strong. And like Neo said again, he just can't relate to the motherfucker. Don Slime was looking like, damn, Ichiru actually gave his life up for somebody. And then Ichiru went to the soul world. Now, what that brings to mind for me is that if you got gourmet, get the fuck out of here. If you got gourmet cells, you get to get brought back to life. That's what I'm thinking. That's the way I see it. If you got gourmet cells, you will become a gourmet cell devil. Now, somebody's saying that the third demon inside Ichiru is actually, inside Toriko is actually Ichiru. I'm not opposed to that. Maybe so, but sound is off. Fix your shot instead of FaceTime and Zoro fuckboy. The sound shouldn't be off. It should be all right. I just heard it. I'm not opposed to that, but the thing I don't understand is why would the form, that demon that's inside of Ichiru, inside of Toriko, does not look like Ichiru at all. Could it be? Maybe so. Ichiru doesn't have wings. So I'm a doubt it, but I'm not opposed to it. But I never seen a gourmet cell devil die and come back as something else. Tata died, she was still a Nitro. You know, everybody that's died so far that we've seen came back the same way they left. You know, so that's the way I see it. This chapter, I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. I liked it from the beginning to the end. I thought it was interesting. And it was like, all this time in Toriko, they've been talking about food. You need it to survive. It's the most important thing. Without it, you're done. So you got to keep getting it. Everything been based off food. Let me get this person some food. Yada. And this time they actually said it's more to it than just that. That's a big part, but there's more to it than just that. Outside of sharing the meal, you're sharing experiences and whatnot. And they're trying to bring that to the forefront as well. I don't want to see too much of it because I like the fact that Toriko is about food. Okay, Wynn's now the best friends. Wynn's now the best friends with Zoro Fuckboy. I don't know what you're talking about. This dude writing too much. I gotta skip past. This chapter is set up. I don't think Don Slime will make it out alive. Don Slime cannot beat Neo with Asarubi's body. He said that he used to be able to blow up 2 planets with just 1 punch. Now all he did was make a crater. And the crater wasn't even that big. Not in comparison to a planet. So Don Slime used to be that boy. So if Don Slime used to blow up planets with his punches, that means Neo could do the same thing. And if that's the case, in order for them to beat Neo, they possibly will have to get stronger. I'm thinking it's all going to come down to Komatsu, though. His cooking skill is going to be the one that beats Neo. But if that's the case, and we think that Toriko's supposed to be special, and eventually he should be strong, and somewhere in the air, strong as Don Slime or something like that, or strong as Neo or whatever, then they should be planet level destroying. So that leads me to believe maybe they will be going to outer space, and that Toriko's not going to end on planet Earth. Okay, you reading any other shonen manga? I would pay you to. One Piece. Man, we working on it, man. Just let me get right. I'm trying to get my your sound is fucked up. Let me see. Oh, static. I don't know what that is. Hold on. Oh well, I'm gonna have to go on like this. I don't know if it's the damn mic or whatever. But I'm gonna have to go on like that. It's no way for me to go back. Okay. No, it stopped. He said no. It's not. Stop recommending MangaMiyn bullshit. Boku no Hero is amazing. I had no clue what he just typed. But anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe, because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. You got the power to change that. Peace. Why did I reach for the light first?